Hey everyone, thanks for tuning into the Performance Lab. Don't forget to subscribe below to the right for updates to new videos and a huge announcement coming up. Enjoy! What's up everyone, Morey Croson here from the Performance Lab in California, and we have another new breakdown for you today on Simone Biles. Simone Biles, she just did a triple-double the other day, which is essentially it's like 3 twists and 2 backflips while doing our floor routine, something that has never been done by a female gymnast ever. And even the male gymnasts that have done it, you know, the comment was, at least by the commentators here, was that the males that didn't do near as cleanly as Simone Biles did, and the reason for the breakdown is just because they talked about as well just how amazing of accomplishment it is that she's able to go and do this. This is not something that, like I said, there's no female gymnast that's ever done this in the history of the world. And so the fact that she was able to do it and do it as cleanly as she did, absolutely amazing. So I thought we would go ahead and break it down. Obviously, huge fans of Simone Biles and just her overall ability to utilize her body and her control of her body and her ability to move efficiently and effectively. It's just in land and jump and create force. I mean, she's just an unbelievable athlete. There's nobody that is on a level like she is in terms of just pure athleticism. I mean, it's just unbelievable what she's able to do. So let's go and break it down so you can see she's going into generating force here. When she lands, she just has so much range of motion here in her toes that she's able to, and her feet, that she's able to land and really generate force. A lot of force right here to make it so now as she's going upwards and getting vertical, she starts at a good place to be able to maximize overall force production. Obviously, part of what happened here is that as she's going into that back handspring and then about to jump up, now she's when she's loading here, she's putting a large amount of force within her knees, and she, because she has such a large amount of strength and mobility, it's very easy for her to be able to generate a load, to be able to load her muscles. So right here is all she really needs, that slight bend in the knee, that slight bend through the calves, to make it so now she can get a lot of hip extension, a lot of extension within the knee, and full extension within the calves as well. Now we can go into, you can see her immediately going into twisting, and what's so impressive, and even not only when she does this, but when you just watch her overall perform, it's just how much speed she's able to get in her movements. I mean, when she goes and she jumps and starts doing her twists and her flips, and whatever it is that she's doing in the actual movement, it just happens so fast. It's just amazing. Like, she's just going and she's twirling so quickly, and then she lands and she just sticks it, and it's just like, wow, that is unbelievable what just happened. And this is another thing, obviously this is something that has become a reality because of how well she's able to twist and turn and just keep excellent control of her body. So you can see here, she's initiating her twist with that right arm. As she's initiating the twist, she's bending the knees and does an excellent job here of being so stable within the spine, so stable within the core, that she's able to go and do these rotations and the flips and not have a lot of movement. I mean, look at how locked in she is as she's going through the twisting. That was her second twist. So you can see as we break it down, this is twist 1, and there was that first flip there. Now she's going to twist 2. And then here comes that twist 3 with that last flip as she's coming down and through. So there's 3 twists and 2 flips there. And again, I mean, look at how well she's able to keep everything locked in. She's so stable within her core. Her spine's hardly even moving. She's just kind of wrapping her arms around, keeping those knees bent as she's able to twist. So she has so much, it's a mobility and a stability thing. She has so much strength within her rotational core, obliques, the parts of her like lateral core that make it so you can, twist as well. But then you also have to have a lot of strength within your abdominals and erectors to make it so the spine maintains posture while going through all these twists as well. Because, really what makes it so she could do this is the ability for her to control and land all of it. Being able to create acceleration is one thing, but usually how the body works is you can't fully accelerate what you can't decelerate. So the fact that she's able to decelerate makes it so now she's in a position where she can, create the acceleration needed to actually complete this movement. So she goes and she lands in, and one of the things that's just so impressive, especially if we let's watch this in full speed real quick, where you can see just how fast she's moving. Boom. But when she lands it, I mean, because it's, being able to go this high in the air and being able to twist that fast and moving that quickly, there's so much force that is hitting the ground right here. Boom. And what she is just unbelievably talented at is being able to absorb that amount of force so cleanly. Just so cleanly. I mean, she did jump a little bit off to the side, but we've seen her do things where she just is twisting so fast and then just locks it and just sticks it. And so she just goes and is able to control that all so well after moving so fast. And you can see, one of the things that stands out to me with when she's doing this is look at her mobility of her spine. She's so far, her spine is bending so much, and she has her pelvis and her legs just locked in right here. And I know she's just trying to adjust to what's going on with her trying to keep her feet in, right? She's trying to keep her body as far forward as she can to make sure she doesn't step on the line. But her ability to be that mobile in her spine is why she has so much strength in the spine. So, really being able to create mobility and stability within a joint is how you continue to progress the joint or progress the overall area, the segment, right? So when we're talking about like lower core or middle core or pelvis, the fact that she has so much mobility and stability within the pelvis makes it so now she's able to move better within the core. Because she has so much mobility and stability within the core, she's able to move better in the pelvis. So they go off of each other, and the more that she's able to build the more mobility, more stability, then she can continue to progress and progress and progress. So part of the reason why she's so stable and able to lock in so well is because look at how mobile she is. When she's able to let go, she has that much overall ability to bend in her spine and also bend through her pelvis, which when she's in the air though, she looks like she's a rock. She doesn't move at all. So again, that's what gets that stability, is when she's moving through the air and looks like a rock. And there's mobility right here when she's finished and being able to fully bend the spine. Those are playing off each other, make it so she's able to continue to progress as an athlete and really makes it to how she is today. So just something to consider as all the gymnasts that are watching this, as you're trying to train and trying to imitate Simone Biles, because I know there's going to be a lot of big gymnasts that come up in the coming years because of how high of a standard that she's setting right now with all the things that she's doing with her overall ability to succeed as a gymnast. So yeah, as always, guys, I love doing these types of breakdowns. Love giving you guys a little bit more information about how you can move a little bit more effectively. This, if you're interested in getting a breakdown of you doing a movement, we'd be happy to help you out. We're happy to be able to give you some more information on how you can, improve something like pelvis rotation, pelvis stability, rib rotation, spine stability. There's a lot of things that we could obviously improve depending on what the movement is. Jumping, something within from a gymnastic perspective. We obviously do a lot with speed, a lot with football. But we're just trying to be able to give as much overall benefit that we can to as many people out there. And I think that gymnasts are just something that I'm very, very fascinated in because of the overall complexity in the movements that they're able to do and accomplish. So a lot of respect for them, and hopefully you guys can get some good information from this and implement it into your own gymnastics training. So if you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out, and I will talk to you soon.
Video. I hope you really enjoyed it, and if you did, you can subscribe down below, and that way you can get updates on any of the new videos that we get. Also, if you want to, you can check out some of our other breakdowns for speed and throwing. We have exercises, also jumping mechanics videos, a lot of great stuff within our channel. Hope you enjoy.